basically, what we're gonna do in this interview is basically just inform you guys about what's going on with the band as of right now. Normally Will would be with me because there are 2 guys in the band, but Will's currently at the hospital with his wife. They're expecting their first little girl, and they're there now, so we're praying for them. So otherwise he would be sitting right here next to me. So you know, why are we changing our name? If you've heard the rumors going around on the internet and stuff like that, we are changing our name to Riverside Confession. There's a few reasons for it. You know, Will and I have been in the band for 10 years now. It's been a 10-year journey. We've played lots of different styles of music, of different kinds of rock and things like that, and God's really blessed us to have the opportunity to perform and to see people come to Christ. But definitely our sound has changed a lot. We basically, Will and I picked up an acoustic instruments. Will got his djembe out and his drums, and I got my acoustic guitar out. We just started playing shows. Here 10 years later, we've gone through a lot of different band members and enjoyed the journey with each of them. But now Will and I are setting out to do this Riverside Confession, and Cry the Scapegoat is just changing its name and changing a little bit of its sound, but still the same heart. And I know you're going to enjoy this music coming up. It's got a purpose, it's got mission. We're doing the home sessions right now. As you can see, this is actually my new house where I live. So the home sessions, you definitely want to pick them up. Keep your eyes open for them. They'll be out soon. After that, we've got some plans for a few different things. We're writing a record right now called Destroy the Stained Glass Monster. We've been working on that for a while. That's going to be pretty exciting. So we know that we're called to be a mouthpiece for the gospel, to share Christ's love with people, and to really, you know, sometimes the themes that God gives us to write about in our music are pretty intense. Everybody always asks what bands influence us or what we sound like as a band. And so, you know, one of the things that I always tell people is, first of all, I like every kind of music, every genre of music. Will does too. He's out there. We listen to all sorts of stuff. But I think the bands that impact us the most are the bands that are real. They're real on stage. They're real off stage. They live, you know, they live what they preach, and they're just genuine, honest, and authentic. I think that makes the best music. Is authenticity. As far as who we're working with for record right now, we're currently independent. We've worked with a lot of great guys in the ministry so far. A lot of people have come alongside us to record us and teach us about how the studio even works, you know. So we put out a record called Into the Storm, and we did that with Charles Cyril's up at Impact Music Studios. And we've worked with New Vine Media, put out our single, Shoot Quick. And right now we're currently just working on this project by our home sessions, and that's just independent. We have a couple of other things in the works for the future, but you know, it's just been exciting to work with a bunch of different people that God's put in our lives and our paths. We learn through each encounter, and we're excited to see what's going to happen for the future. As far as a goal as a band, where would we like to be? You know, we've sort of dedicated our lives to ministry. I'm a full-time pastor as well of a young church that started up not too many years ago, just a few years ago. Will, my drummer, he's also a pastor. So, you know, we get some income that way, but our goal is, whether the Lord provides through the church or through the band or whatever, that we are fully committed to ministry, period. And we trust that God's going to take care of us, and He always has. Sometimes it means living in a basement for a time. Sometimes it means you hold off. And in situations like this, you know, we're ready to record a record. We've got all the music, but we're just waiting on the support to do so. But in the meantime, we're not going to stop playing shows. We're not going to stop putting music out there. If we have to record every record that we ever do in this room on my computer, we're going to do that. And whatever it takes to get the message out there. So, you know, to answer the question, you know, what are our goals, where we'd like to be? You know, we really want to be continuing to do this full time. You know, that's going to take some supporters. It's going to take people to come alongside. It's going to take a whole team of people to make that possible. To say, hey, you know, I believe in what God's doing specifically in and through Riverside Confession, and what you guys are doing on the stage and off the stage. We want to support it, and by doing that, you know, we are able to continue to do this full time. Yeah. there were a lot of hard times as Cry the Scapegoat, you're right. And there were a lot of times where I remember just wondering if I should quit and go do something else with my life. I mean, when I look at all the moments where, you get off the concert and you get done with the concert and people were coming to Christ and you're praying with people and it's all exciting and you're like, man, I couldn't do anything else. And you remember those moments where you realize that God has called you to this and He's asked you to do this and be faithful with the gift that He's given you. And those are the moments that keep you going, because that'll happen and then, 2 weeks later, you can hit a spot where there is no money or resources, where you show up at a concert and you don't even get enough gas money to get home. Cool. So how can you get involved? Well, there's a lot of ways you can get involved. Number one is by partnering with us in prayer. We need a lot of prayer warriors out there. Financially, partnering with us financially, you can go to our website, riverside.confession.com. You can donate there. Have us come to your church. Have us come to your event. Allow us the chance to minister with you and spend time with you and your people. That would be awesome. Another way you can get involved is we always need help. So if you ever want to come and help out at a concert, or if you have a video camera and you want to come take pictures or take video, all those types of things help us out as a band, and it allows us to do things that we normally couldn't do. Because sometimes you say, well, I don't have any resources that I can give, but if you have a talent or if you've got a gift that God's given you, those things have really helped us out in the past. So if you want to get involved, just go to our website, contact us, let us know. We would love to have you as part of the team, Riverside Confession.